Well, just got that taken care of, and man, it is a good feeling to have deer all put away and getting ready for processing. I was super worried once it all happened that meat was gonna go bad, just having it sit in those coolers. I was worried that it was gonna get melt and wet, but it's all put away now. It's a great feeling, and I'm excited to get it back and start eating it. I mean, I got some back straps at home, so you already know that's for dinner tonight. I definitely want to learn the whole processing thing and do it all myself. I'm really a do-it-yourself type of guy. I want to be able to learn from step one all the way to the final step and just do everything hands-on myself. But just for my first one, I'm gonna just get it here, get it done. I mean, I still got another tag, so I definitely have a chance to learn, and I really would like to. So maybe this next year, maybe I'll try my own. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's go back home and get that skull cleaned up. Well, I'm regretting not doing this yesterday. Yesterday was fine. Today, it's definitely smelly. Obviously, I don't really know what I'm doing, so. Just cut that. Well, I'm gonna put a new blade on. This is the blade I was using, or cleaning out that buck on the hunt, so I'm using the Havilon. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Alright, got everything just about set up. Pull out this skull that I hopefully cleaned enough. Now ready for the boiling process of this gyro. And I mean, it's the first one, so don't know if I cleaned it out enough or what, but this is what we're looking at. And I don't know, the underside was really hard to get at. Picked at it as much as I could, but hopefully the boiling process will get most of that stuff off for us. I really don't know how much baking soda to put in, so I'm just gonna do this whole first box. Yeah, I'm gonna do two boxes to start with. I mean, I feel like that'll get more of the stuff off, right? All right. Flies, get off, or else you're getting boiled. So this is what we got going on. I'm gonna throw a rag, an old rag that I'll probably just throw away after I'm done using it today, but just right over the top of his head so the water can work up and around, get on everything there. And I don't know if I'm not sure if boiling in baking soda will like affect the horn color or not, so I guess, I don't know, play it safe, keep the antlers out of the water there, but I'll throw that rag up on there and hopefully it'll get it nice and good. I'll start timing this. I'll check on it in about 45 minutes to an hour, pull it out, see what I can get off of it, and we'll go from there. So it's been about 25 minutes. I just came and did a little quick check, and I totally forgot to add a little bit of Dawn dish soap just to for a degreaser, just to because obviously you can see it's getting really nasty and bubbly in there, so I think it's working. I mean, obviously I haven't looked in there yet, but I'm gonna give it another 25 minutes, pull it out, and see how easy this stuff will come off of it. Remainder chunks of skin and stuff. And we'll see how that does. So far, I think I'm doing it right. Got any comments, suggestions, tips, questions?
fire them away. All right, let's give it another 25 minutes and see what we're looking at. I should have came out here like 4 minutes sooner because we're boiling over the top. My alarm went off, and if I would have just came right when it went off, I probably would have been good, but I waited. Oh, shit. That's actually coming off real good. So there we have it. I'm gonna start to peel this off now. So this is what we got now. We're gonna do one more boil for maybe another hour just to get the last little pieces off. I just sprayed it down and tried to get most of the stuff out. The brain in there, I tried to clear out as much as I could, just kind of with a stick. So yeah, there's just little bits and pieces in there still, and the back's a little bit, but I'd say another boil and another spray down and picking at it, I'll be able to get this thing pretty dialed in. So see you after the next boil. I'm just also gonna just do this last box of baking soda just to hopefully help it get, oh boy, yeah, that reacts pretty good. Yeah, just hopefully it'll get more of this stuff off there, and we'll see what happens. All right, here she is. I totally screwed up and kept this thing in the boiling water or the hot water for way too long. So when it pulled out, we had a casualty. But plan is to just glue this back on, and now I'm gonna kind of just try to pick off the last few things I can, be really gentle with it because I think it's a little fragile, especially with I read that with these younger, littler bucks, they're fragile, so boiling them too long is a no-no. Well, so now I know, but other than that, most of this stuff's off. Only a few little things to pick off here and there. And then tomorrow I'm gonna try to do the whitening process. I'll show you what I got once I pick off these last few sections of meat. Well, here it is after my final wash and rinse. The nasal cavity was sure tricky. I didn't know what to pull out or what needed to come out, so I got as much as I could. Nothing left in there. Just got all the brain out, so it's empty inside there. So I think it's really good. And now I think it just needs the whitening, and then once we get it whitened, it should be good. And then I'm gonna wait. It's wet. The skull's wet right now because I just sprayed it down and stuff. So I'll probably glue this piece back on in the morning. This piece, I'm gonna try to just glue all this, connect everything up again in between there, seal that side, bring it all back together. And now I know not to boil it too long. I now have the skull ready to be painted up with the bleaching stuff. So what I've been seeing online is to use this 40 volume cream with the basic white powder. Let's give it a whirl, see how it turns out. Yeah, I got the skull as cleaned up as I guess I could. I mean, maybe I could do it. I'm just scared to really dig at it any harder because it's pretty fragile. I think I messed up pretty bad when I boiled it too long, so.
What's going on over here?
Oh,
No, you got some.
I just shook it and the cap was off.
It looks like
my shirt is officially stained.
Oh my god, bro, you
got some glue on you, man. Perfect timing. If I was there any sooner,
that can't be good. I'm gonna get this.
I would have been a victim as well. So we gotta get this in the washer, and then we're gonna try again.
That was weird. I just walked down and.
Dude, I didn't know I already got screwed it. I just go to shake it.
Dude, you're excited. I get it.
I don't even know why I shaked it. Probably didn't need to shake.
I don't know if Jace already went over this with you, but today we're using Salon Care Professional 40 volume cream. And the reason we're using this is to bleach it, essentially.
I'm gonna go with the plain white tee.
Yeah.
I think that's it's a good t-shirt to get ruined. Yeah, we're just gonna switch to Spencer to be the cameraman. Alright, we're going with the 40
Shout out Nino.
bleach. I don't know how much. Just gonna be liberal with it. And I would assume, I feel like you can't bleach too much, right?
True that. One of the few times we do support liberal policies. Very liberal. What are you mixing in there?
Oh yeah, this is the basic white powder. Just more bleaching detergent stuff, pretty much.
That's Clairol Professional Basic White Extra Strength.
Yeah, that stuff's really messy. Now we're just gonna try to give it a mix. I'm gonna mix it as best as I can. What I did was I saran wrapped and taped off the bases of the antlers here, because if this stuff gets on them, it will bleach them. So I'm just gonna start. Ooh, this paintbrush on. So we're really gonna get it all on here now. It's really thick, I think, is what we want. Because I think I could, after it dries and stuff, I can get like the excess amounts of whatever this stuff is. I can rub it off and scrape it off with a brush and stuff. So really just kind of get it everywhere. This brush sucks. I think it's for dyeing hair.
If you get it, I bet if you maybe try to like dab it on there. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. You have to have like a softer brush maybe. Going to dye the teeth, which are they're pretty brown.
Yeah, so probably need a lot on
I guess
that.
you didn't using Colgate or nothing, but
it's gonna be hard to. This brush really just sucks. The salon lady tricked me into buying this stuff. I brought up just those two, and she's like, "Oh, would you like a little bucket and some gloves and a brush?"
oh, you kind of got drawn into it.
Awesome. And then she goes and grabs it off the shelf and makes me pay for it. And it sucks. This brush is terrible.
Basically, the brush sucks. The salon lady got him. She upsold him.
If we can do it by ourselves, oh my gosh! And Taylor with the life-saving.
Let's see what he got here.
Paintbrushes.
You see, we have our fine tip brushes, you know, for the real detail, maybe in the nose cavity and the eye. We got the big boys for
this one's gonna
for the
be
top
trick.
flat surface areas, and maybe this one for a little dabbing, you know,
For a little dabbing.
if you will.
Yeah, this is game changer, boys. That salon brush sucks.
That's what I'm here for.
We're really getting in the nook and crannies now. Alright everyone, it's been a couple days since the last time I updated you guys, and here's where I'm at with my DIY mural mount. So what ended up happening is I threw a couple extra layers of that whitening cream and stuff on it, and where I ended up not being able to figure out, let's pop it off here, so you guys better look maybe over here. So everything came out really white and good looking, except I was having a hard time. You can kind of see there's a little bit of discoloring right here on the forehead and then in the back really bad. I just couldn't get the white to match up. It almost has like a yellow hint to it right in there. Let's see if I can get it focused in there. At certain angles you could see better. You can really notice it on the back side here. Right there, it's a lot. See it really notice back here too. You can see the two different tones right there. It's not that solid white. So and then I kept doing extra coats, and just I would do kind of like a little patch right where I would see the yellowing. I would just put the whitening stuff on that and let it soak, and then rub it off again after it dries. And I just couldn't get it, and I didn't know if I was making the more I would mess with the skull and wipe down stuff, I kept breaking little pieces off, because I really made this skull pretty fragile after boiling it so long. So I think I probably over boiled it there and made it more fragile than it needed to be. But other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I mean, for it being the first one I ever done, I would love to hear some feedback from any of you guys who've done this before. Any tips or tricks. As of now, I'm just gonna leave it with this, with the little yellowing patch. Kind of, I don't mind it, and it's kind of hard to see unless you really look at it. So I'm not gonna mess with it anymore unless you guys have any tips or tricks or suggestions on what I should do. Then I'll maybe do implement one of your guys' suggestions to fix that. But until now, I'm just gonna hang it up and make do with it. I'm really impressed with it. I like the way it came out. It was a super fun project too. I had a blast making it. Teeth took a good amount of coats, but then those started to come out white. After the first coat, they just looked really yellow, but then like 2 more coats and they're dang near white as well. And when it came to getting out the nasal cavity, I don't know if I got it all out. That's what I'm left with. I mean, that's just all cartilage or bone, I'm thinking, that's dried out. Nothing like, no nasty wet stuff's in there anymore. So got all the brain out. There's nothing in there. Yeah, here's some more of the back view. Yeah, and then I got this pretty sweet little setup here. Some of you guys may have heard about it before. The skull hooker. Really pretty neat adjustable mount. This thing goes up and down, so you can get more of a down angle, up angle, and then it obviously swings back left and right. Then just slips. Let's see if you get a. Just goes right back into the brain cavity right there. Just boom. She's locked in. Fully adjustable. Go left, you can go right with it. And there she is. She fits in real nice. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, any tips or suggestions you have, if any of you guys tried this before, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have any maybe solutions to this coloring right there, or if you think I should just keep on adding some more coats, then I'll definitely take your guys' advice and I'll get back to you and let you guys know what the results are like. But otherwise, first ever DIY Euro mount, all finished up. First ever buck. It's pretty satisfying. Did everything myself except the butchering process, and that'll be what I plan on learning next. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys enjoyed.